Let's see if this is going to come up. Alright, looks like we're coming up. Originally we had planned on doing the multiplayer. This is Dren608. In Dren608 plays, rather than Dren608 and family plays. Originally we were going to try to do some more multiplayer playing in Baldur's Gate 3. Ace is not filling up to it right now, so we're going to put that off again until they feel like they can do that. So we're back to Gale Goes Forth. We had got done doing taking care of the Myconid initial problem. They want me to go to Grimforge and get near and all that, which I'm not going to do. I was out of spells and things. I'm going to do this. Level-wise, we're all 5th level and halfway to 6th. I was going to go try and run through the tower real fast. But to go through the tower, I'm going to have to make sure that I have lightning spells over here. So Gale has some lightning spells. We don't have a lightning scroll, do we? Inventory. Scrolls. Do we have any? Lae'zel's got a witch bolt. Maybe not the best thing for her to be carrying around. I don't know if I want to have Shadowheart have that, or if I want to have... So he's got a witch bolt, she's got a witch bolt. Wyll, what have you got? You don't have a whole lot of nothing, but you've got some scrolls too. Okay, I think we'll be okay. But we are going to rest so that we get all of our spell blocks back, because we've used up a few. And I don't want to go in there with no spells. So, I cannot remember if I talked with everybody beforehand, so... And do I have... I do have an animal speaking for afterwards. Okay. Clive, huh? She has Clive. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but in Karlach's camp, there's Clive, a knitted toy bear stuffed with soft fur. That's her teddy bear. Do not take her teddy bear. I will come and hunt you down personally as Gale and take it back. And maybe one of your limbs to give to Karlach as a trophy. So do not take her teddy bear. Alright, we're going to talk to everybody, because I can't remember when the last time I talked to everybody.
Copper for your thoughts.
Okay, she doesn't have anything to say. Maybe I have to go end the day.
As you wish.
End our day. Yeah. Now maybe I get some exclamation.
You carry a Githyanki relic. I will have an explanation. Or your head.
That means we're going to have a good cat fight tonight.
Now. I won't warn you again.
Watch the argument unfold. Leave them to settle their differences and go to sleep. Stop squabbling, both of you. What's the longest one? The longest sentence. We gotta be Gale, right? Gale would want to say the most words in trying to diffuse this. This is about the artifact, isn't it? That's kind of what he would say, because he's a magic person, right? That's what he would say. Right? Isn't that what Gale would say? It's about that artifact, isn't it?
Artifact is an heirloom of my people.
Alright.
Likely she spilled Githyanki blood in order to steal it. This cannot stand.
Heirloom? Plunder from some conquered realm, more like. This artifact is the only thing keeping us from becoming slaves to our parasites. Be glad I have it.
Okay. I don't know if you guys can see it or not, so I'm going to stand up a little bit. Can you see the t-shirt? I figured in the Underdark I should wear a nice dark t-shirt. It basically says, "The devil whispered in my ear, you are not ready for the storm." And then on the bottom it says, "I whispered back to the devil, I was born in September, I am the storm." I always like that t-shirt. And yes, I was born in September. Old coot that I am. Alright, we need it with us. We don't need the enemies. I don't really want to agree with Shadowheart, but it is protecting us. We need it with us. Rest both of your tempers will be cooler in the morning. Now we gotta have the fight scene, right? But I don't know if I'll get them to not kill each other. So, any ideas how we settle this? That's the least amount of words that Gale would have ever said. It's either 3 or 4. I'll go with 4.
I doubt this one's wits will be any sharper by then.
I do not wish to spill blood here. Come daylight, we will find a place to end this.
Fine. You can accept you're wrong, or we'll be rid of you permanently. Either way, I win.
Now we have the cutscene where she's killing him.
You had every chance to look the other way. But here we are. You chose this.
Spare me the justifications, coward.
If anyone asks, I'll say you were transforming. Don't expect to be mourned.
By the way, if you don't like Lae'zel really badly, and you want to get rid of her after she's been with you, you can just do nothing and she'll kill her. Which is, you lose a bunch of story lines with Lae'zel, but that's the way it goes. Persuasion is terrible for me. Bliss spores. Thank God we have bliss spores. It's a good thing I'm doing this in the Underdark. Because I have the bliss
She's a
spores.
liability. It's the artifact we need, not her.
Let me up, and I'll show you.
You're on sick.
Surrender. A disgusting notion.
You had better warm to that notion very rapidly, or your journey ends here. We needn't be enemies. There's plenty of those to go around already.
What would you have? That we be friends?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. But imagine what we might achieve if we channeled some of that hostility back at our real foes, instead of each other. They wouldn't stand a chance.
Okay. Do I need to talk to everybody? Oh, she's playing with the dog. That happens all the time if you're not paying attention. She likes scotch. Okay, do I need to talk to them? Because I never actually got to go to sleep. I didn't get my stuff back.
A word, my dear.
Very glad Shadowheart and Lae'zel settled things without letting any blood. I would have enjoyed the spectacle, but not losing either one of those lunatics.
Okay, so we can have this conversation right before we go to bed. Astarion? You're gonna have some rude things to say?
I really thought Shadowheart and Lae'zel might fight to the death over that artifact. A pity. It would have made for a fine night's entertainment.
Some of the people I have in my camp are very, very sick. You know that? I'll talk to Shadowheart.
May the darkness protect you.
I do have that noble stock. Happened with Lae'zel?
We aren't dear friends now, if that's what you're asking. But I trust we can all sleep a little more soundly in camp now.
I wouldn't be sure about that.
You have an interesting definition of friendly, but yes.
Okay. Do I really want to get to know her better? Should I just get done with this? What was my... I need to check on who likes me. Karlach's up to high, 42. Lae'zel's at medium, 28. Shadowheart's at medium, 31. And then there's the boys, but I'm not interested in the boys. Neutral, 8. He's got a very high opinion of me, which I don't particularly like, but okay. I think he has a high opinion of anybody that does, like, generally good things for other people. So I've got Karlach up to high. That's where I needed her. Okay.
Such a long way down.
No. Where's my... We need to turn around and go all the way, right?
Of course.
Lae'zel should say it's done as far as I'm concerned.
Speak. It is over where I am concerned.
That's the longest
It is
sentence.
through conflict that we strengthen our bonds. Yet I do not recommend Shadowheart seek it again. The next resolution may not end in her favor.
Is it me, or have you been looking at me differently? Okay. I'm not ready to go there. I am not ready to go there. I am not ready to go there. Hey, Scratch. I don't think you have anything to say about my tower on the light.
Hope you're keeping well, friend.
Yeah, just pet him. Always pet Scratch, make him happy. If you're a ranger beastmaster and you get enough goodwill going with Scratch, you can actually summon Scratch to come to your aid. It's rather interesting. I don't know if anybody else can do it.
What is it, Mr. Dekarios?
Give her a good scritch. For all those people that are mad that you can't pet the cat. Play Gale.
That's lovely.
Okay. Someone else in a playthrough that I saw just recently found a way for you to pet the cats. Go there with someone that does not have animal speaking. And go to the cat, and the cat will meow at them. Okay? And then you can give it a good scritch. So you can pet
Welcome
the cat.
to the League of the Lone Eye, my friend. Not to minimize the pain of Volo's poking and prodding, but I promise, you'll be used to the prosthesis in no time. Besides, I find it gives one an air of mystique. No one's more intriguing than a man with one eye.
Oh.
It's said that anyone who bathes in the river of blood emerges as one born anew. It's a lot like that, I imagine. I feel the weight of these horns on my head, curling upwards like a mammoth's tusks. I feel these ridges snaking down my neck, not to mention a few bumps and prongs in unmentionable places. But I haven't seen my reflection just yet. Be my mirror. What do you see?
Fiend who's been touched by the hells. I don't know what to make of it. I see the blade of frontiers, no more, no less. But see, this Gale would say more after that, saying, but still the blade of frontiers. I'll just go there.
It's because you know the heart lurking under the horns. The people will see a curiosity, maybe even a beast hungry for their souls.
Nope.
But I will slay their monsters, keep them safe, and one day they will see the blade of frontiers again.
Okay. So I have that conversation. Maybe I should have the Yeah, I know I can't rest with more. I have to do the thing here, which trims them down to 4, but I had to do my things first. Jump over here. I guess I should go do my talkies. Let's go to my talkies. Okay, this first part's going to be just me doing my talkies and getting everything out of the way. Is there anything I had to say to Karlach?
What's on your mind?
You? But you won't let me... You won't let me flirt with you. Very rude. I really want to flirt with you. I know what she gonna say. I'm pretty I don't know. Let's go do... 3 girls, 1 Starian. Okay, so 2 of them are over here. I'm going to try and get through their basic dialogues here. Is there anything else I needed to...
Need something?
No. Okay, I'm done with the Starians. Shadowheart. I got to go through some of your stuff.
Lady of Sorrows, guide us. Did you want something?
I want to get you to
You
know.
already know my biggest secrets. What more can you ask?
Tell me something about yourself besides.
What? Besides my life's calling and the greatest problem I've ever faced? Well, I like night orchids and can't swim. Is that the sort of thing you meant?
You have to point out night orchids
It's
to
a
me.
deal.
Okay. Anything else?
No, I can't. Quite literally, I mean.
Yeah.
With my memory suppressed, I can't betray Shah's secrets. But I can't remember much of myself either. If I manage to return to Baldur's Gate and fulfill Shah's mission, then my memories will be restored.
In my first playthrough, I never got the noble stock, so I was never given the option to give it to her. Oh, look, a big long lens, lots of words. There's Gale. You've had your memory suppressed. That seems extreme.
Of course. It is an act of faith, not to be undertaken lightly. Shah will reward me when I succeed.
Larian, if you're watching any of my videos, the one thing you could have done that would have actually made this the greatest game of all time would have been have each of these voice actors reading these choices. Like if you have Gale read all the choices for all of these things, and then have Shadowheart if you're playing a Shadowheart, her voice reads all of your choices as the tab. I know it would have been huge. It probably would have been another 100 gigabytes worth of space for all the audio, but I think that would have just been beyond ridiculous. Okay. I think I'll leave there. How badly did I just pop myself up here? Oh, she's up to 36. She's only 42. I gotta keep Karlach ahead of the other 2. Alright, I know it's going to happen if I go talk to Lae'zel. So we're going to put that off for a little bit. Just go get some sleep so we can do some adventuring today. Can we actually sleep now, folks? Or is there some other cutscene we've got to deal with? Oh, I have to cut down my party. So we have to cut it down to 4. Hopefully it'll be the girls. Yes, it's the girls. Something happens in the middle of the night. I want 2 big beat sticks, somebody to heal us, and I can throw spells. I don't need a thief in a midnight raid by the enemy. If you're wondering why that's that way. That's why I want to make sure that that always happens that way. Alright, I've got a lightning... Got a couple of lightning things. Everybody's going to have a couple of lightning things. Let's get the band back together. I've got to go all the way up and get Wyll. Hello, dude.
I hope that's the end of this silly quarrel. They'll have no energy for battling our enemies if Lae'zel and Shadowheart are too busy squabbling among themselves.
Yeah,
well
dude.
met.
Join me.
That's the spirit.
I do have a mod, people. If you don't know, if you haven't been watching, I do have a mod that lets me take more than the 4 base party members. Speaking of which, before I forget, and I did do the Volo thing. It kind of made everybody upset with me. We do have Sussur flowers. What was I going to... Oh, I was thinking of taking Sussur flowers in a bag. Can I do that?
Need something? Darling, I thought you'd never ask. Lead on.
The one bad thing is when people leave your party and they come back, if they had more experience, they're going to come down to your experience. All right, now in here, I had a backpack. And I've got an icy helve and this. There's a third part to this that I can't remember, and I didn't look it up, so I don't know where to go get it. Is this one? Yeah, this one has one in it. Okay, hang on a second. No, I'm going to put 2 in here. I have 2 in each. Okay. Oh, it doesn't work like that anymore. So even if it's inside a container now, it does its thing. How terribly interesting. Well, I still want to try this, so give this to Astarion. And we just got to stay away from Astarion till we get to the tower. Okay, let's get out of here, and then I got to cast Longstrider on everybody.
So, have we buried the hatchet, Lae'zel?
No. Why would I bury a weapon? Is it broken?
It's a metaphor.
I do not know your metaphor, but if you need help digging, I will find a shovel.
Yeah, I gotta talk to the girl child, but Come down here, everybody. Everybody but Astarion needs to get away from... Come on! Okay, because I need to do
70 years
this.
of terror. For what?
For the love of God, quit moving! Because these are ritual spells. This will all just make us move faster. Come on. Now, you
Keep your distance, darling.
you need to where the hell is it? There it is. Drop the item. Walk over here.
Watch the shadows.
I'm doing an experiment here. Saram.
Direct me.
Okay, now I want to have Astarion go back and pick this up and see if he loses his Longstrider.
Into my pocket.
Might as well go myself.
Preventing it from casting spells. So if the spell is on you, you'll still have your Longstrider, but you just can't cast any spells, which is fine. That's fine. We just keep him away from us when we're going into combat. All right, and now I need to talk to Shadowheart. Girl child, what is up with you?
There's something I want to talk to you about. Something important.
You want to be a Dark Justice here? Well, I'm intrigued. Do continue. See, that would be so great if Gale's voice was saying that.
I could have died in that pod, back on the Nautiloid.
Uh-huh.
You could have died, spending precious moments trying to free me, but you did it anyway.
Welcome to the stream, everybody.
I owe you my life. Twice over, in fact.
This is Gale Goes
You
Forth.
supported me against Lae'zel. I may not have survived that night without you. I'm trying to say...
Oh, don't approve of me. I don't want to go with you.
In a way very few ever have. I want that to mean something. I want you to know more about me. At least from what I can remember. As long as I've prayed to Lady Shah, I've wished to serve her as a Dark Justiciar. There is scarcely a greater way to fully dedicate yourself to Lady Shah, save perhaps if you become the head of her church. To become a Dark Justiciar is to become the Night Singer's sword arm, her implement with which she will cast down the unbelievers and win the final battle to restore her perfect, endless darkness. It's all I ever wanted. I prayed it was my calling. But Mother forbid me from seeking to prove
yes,
myself
of course,
worthy of
Mother
the rank.
Superior.
She said I was not
Doesn't
ready.
like you. That's not what it
Not
is.
my mother, I should add. The Mother Superior, head of Lady Shah's enclave in Baldur's Gate. Sometimes I wonder if she would ever deem me ready. I owe her everything, and I only wish to serve, yet she can prove inscrutable.
So, as I was saying, this is Gale Goes Forth. I do have a mod to let me take the entire Origin character cast, and it's very interesting to hear their squabbles as you're on the road. You get like all their little banters back and forth. Not so much Gale's banter back and forth. You get a little bit from him, but since he's your tab, he doesn't say as much as when he's just wandering around as being a companion. But it is very interesting to hear the other five. I'd be interested to try this at some point offline. I am going to try it with all of them just to see what the banter sounds like when different people are the tab. I highly recommend that you play your first 1, 2, maybe even 3 or 4 times as some of the other races and classes so you can get a feel for how all the stuff goes together and how all the classes interact and things and how the races perform and all that kind of stuff. And then go play the Dark Urge. That's what I'm doing. I want to understand how all the races, like how the dwarves and half-orcs work and dragonborn work. I want to do a couple playthroughs with those kinds of races, and then I'll say, okay, this is a race that I think I really understand, so that'll be my Dark Urge race, and then I will go forward from there with a class that I really feel comfortable playing as a Dark Urge, and then try to play a good playthrough as a Dark Urge, and maybe then a bad play. From what I understand of the story of the Dark Urge, I've seen a couple people's early parts of their playthrough in the Dark Urge. It is not something that I would enjoy. Let's just say that. I will probably try it to make sure that I'm getting everything I can out of the game, but I will not try it anytime soon, and I doubt that I will do it on stream because I do not like some of the things that go on in the Dark Urge playthrough that I've seen happen to a couple people, and I'm like, I would not want to promote that on stream, that kind of violence and stuff. It's just not something that I'm comfortable doing. If I've played the game a few more times, I might change my mind on that. But right now, I don't think I will stream a Dark Urge. Even a good playthrough Dark Urge. You have to do a whole bunch of shenanigans to save NPC characters that you don't want to have end up being dead. And I really don't kind of like that idea. That you have to kind of bend the rules of the story. To do things, you're not given a chance to just say no to things. But that's the way it goes. Alright, well, that was a load of nothing. I'm not sure why you bothered telling me. That's a good way to give her redemption. Well, I think I say thank you for sharing.
Thank you. I had a feeling you'd be understanding.
God, how would... Okay, I'm not going to give her the noble stock yet, because I don't want to do that. I really want to give the noble stock to Karlak, if I can. But it's not going to help there. What did I just do? Dang it. I don't like this. Shadowheart's getting too high on the approval rating. I need more approval from my girlfriend. I really want to romance Karlak. I want to see what it's like, but it's not helping me. Okay, where am I? I am here. That's the Sussur tree. I can go to the Underdark Beach and then come back up here to the tower, which is what we want to do. I want to do the Arcane Tower. I'm going to try to use those Sussur flowers. I want to see if they mess up the turrets. That's the whole point of this. It's to see if I can have Astarion just go walk by the turrets with the Sussur flowers and they won't shoot us. So that's why I'm doing this. So let's go see if this experiment works, shall we? Let's go to the Underdark Beach.
I've been watching you fight, Shadowheart. Your skills are improving.
My skills were just fine to begin with. You can save the compliments.
I really need to respect these people.
I make observations.
I think I've made this observation before, but I will show everybody again. On the character sheets, I had to go through because this was odd and this was odd. He had 2 odd stats. She has 3 odd stats, 3 odd stats, 3 odd stats, 3 odd stats. Always with 3 odd stats. It made absolutely no sense because I have built characters where I have either 1 or none as far as odd stats go and have a very good balanced character. So I was not real happy with the way that they did all this. And I'm not so sure that I don't want to go back and respec everybody so that I don't have to do this. You know, trying to get people's things up. But I am playing the origin characters, so I thought I would not do that. There is one person who will be respect at some point. How did I get out of here? I have to go up this thing, I think. Right? Yeah. We go up this thing. This way? Nope. This way. Is there another shovel here? There's another shovel here. Can't have too many shovels. Then we go up this way. And on up. If I remember right. We go past the holes. And then we come up here, and I think we go this way. Up here. Nope, 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 nope. This way. Gotta go up the steps, don't we? Okay. Do we have any potions of invisibility? Potions. Potions and lotions. Yes, I think Wyll has 2 of these. Give these to him. And give that to Gale. She should have one of those. Everybody should have at least 1 speed potion. Alright. I should have 1 speed potion. Now we're gonna have you have 1 and my girlfriend have 2. 'Cause she's my girlfriend. Yeah. But the important thing was to make sure that he has a invisibility potion, because I want to try this. Alright, so Astarion. So we're going to move ourselves in here. Gonna move up to like right here. Okay, now we want to ungroup. I'm going to move back here. You, sir.
Someone there?
Can you do this?
On tippy toes. The element of surprise.
A long way from Waterdeep.
I wonder what the next move is.
Ready.
Now where's the bloody turret?
They won't see me coming.
I got an inspiration for Gale out of that. It does work. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, it does work. Huh. Well, now you know, folks. It does work.
Lost in thought. Most excellent.
Why are you guys not following me?
Let's get on with it. I'd better take a peek.
Elminster's not around, so might as well.
Oh, because I'm in turn-based.
This will come in handy. Immediately.
Well, you know, I've actually got 4 total. Which means that I could now, let my girlfriend go do this.
Well, well, well. Moving it. Looky.
Okay, and then come back to us. I have an idea. I don't know if it'll work. But I can have Karlak come stand up here. And then I can have him.
Watch your back.
Turn this one off, did I? No. There's one up here. Is there one over here? No.
Moving.
If you go into turn-based mode, and then we go dash. Exit turn-based. That turns that down. Okay. So what I was thinking is, I don't think I have to try and I don't know if I can do this. If I can, this would be absolutely 8. I'm trying to be sneaky and smart. Things like that. And I'm not doing it. No. Okay. can't cast a spell while you're close by her. But can you come up here?
Very well.
I should be quick saving here. Shouldn't I? Before I go and do these silly things. Alright, let's do a quick save. It's like I figured out these two turrets, but I'm trying to what is that? There's a window, but I can't break it? What is this? Or is this like an altar? There's like a light hammer, a bronze ingot. Okay.
Action, not reaction.
It's heavy stuff, so you gotta go pick it up. A letter to Yuri. It's a bucket. Bronze ingot. Letter to Yuri. I guess we can have Gale read that.
Your taste.
What's that say? If you're coming back, or if you'll even read this message, but if you do come back, could you wait for me? I'll only be gone a few 10 days, but the thought of coming back to this empty tower with nothing but Bernard to fill these halls. I don't know how much longer I can take this. I miss you so much. I can't shake the thought of how different things might have been if only I'd been less stubborn, working on your lightning inventions, my magic, eating together, laughing at your stupid puns, waking up next to you. Despite everything, I still love you. So please, if you read this, can you wait? I'll be back. Won't be long. Love, Nora. Forever yours, Nora. These sentences are printed, penned below in a different hand. I waited until Tarshak. I'll always wait for you, but you didn't come. Alright. I gotta take that, because I'm not sure if I need that or not. Can't remember. There's a chest! And you know who needs to do our chest? So, now here comes the next test. If I go into my inventory, and I open up the pouch, and I split this, and then I put, let's drop one right here. We want to put the Sussur flower like right next to it. Now can he walk away and it won't turn back on? Okay, so it does turn itself back off. Okay. So then he can come down here and do the same thing. These are useful things. And now I can walk away and come up here for the chest because I'm the only one that does the lockpicking around here. No key. Oh, give these to Lae'zel. Skybreaker. It does 1 to 4 damage. Does Searing Smite. It's a light hammer. Oh, let's give it to... It's throwable. Let's give it to Karlach. Let her throw it, maybe. What is this? Steel Forged Sword. What does he have now? Oh, First Blood. And a short sword +1. Why am I not using this? Am I offhand? Because it's still only 2 to 7. Okay, well, that's fine. Is there anything else here I need to pick up? I don't think there is. Alright. So now, the next question I had was, can I... Not you. Survival failed.
I'm ready.
Not you.
Whatever it takes.
Cast guidance on yourself. Come over here for a
I
walk.
must keep going.
Oh, jeez, what kind of die roll is this? It's a 15 and I'm rolling 9s. This is very annoying.
You need some support.
Your desire. My pleasure.
Oh, for the love of Mike. Critical fail. This is getting very bad.
I wonder.
This is how you try to make sure you get your survival rolls. Oh, I can't cast it on her. Lae'zel.
Eager for battle. Repositioning. That might be worth a look.
There we go.
Quite
You.
ready for you. Yes, of course.
Well, that doesn't mean to do anything for us. Fireball is nice to have. See, I can cast one, maybe put that on Shadowheart so we can cast 2 of them. And take the money. Okay. Now. I don't think from over here. Don't think I can jump that far. Too high, invalid target. Okay. That's too high. So now if I go... Can I go from up here?
With ease.
I've got an idea, but I don't know if it's going to work. I got 80 experience points just for walking up to this edge. Can I jump? Target is too far.
Oh, enough waiting. I crave blood. Repositioning.
So we're going to use your thigh. Maybe. The fact that you can do a ridiculous leap. Maybe. Can you even jump over there? You could jump over there normally. Okay. We're going to try to do something. Death! I don't know if I can do this. Can we jump there? Can she jump there is the question. She goes to here and gets to here. Possibly jumps here and there. Alright, I don't know if this is a good idea or not. So we're going to quick save here.
Assume nothing.
This stays for 10 turns. Alright, let's quick save here. We're going to try this. has a potion of Featherfall. There's a couple of them. Right? Do we have any potions of vaulted leaping? Because I'd really like her and Gale to go do this. Do I have a potion of vaulted leaping? Okay, potions time. Potions of Featherfall. It's a Featherfall. No potions of vaulted leaping, huh? Can I mix one of those up?
Charmed, I'm sure.
I don't know if I know the formula for that. Is it an elixir? Or was it a potion? Glorious vaulting. Oh, I can make one of those. Any ashes? What ashes am I using? What are these? No, I want to save those. So use one of those. Yeah, craft me an item. Okay. Alright, let's see if this works. So Gale, you are going to drink a potion of glorious vaulting. Now we're going to go into turn-based mode. We're going to see if you can jump that far.
Yes.
Does this work? Did I just find a new way to do this? Okay. And we're going to bring along a little muscle with us.
Indolence breeds madness.
She is going to go ahead and do her psionic jump.
Objective noted.
Alright.
How delicious.
I suppose I should have you guys, like, walk up to the door.
This way.
Don't be shy. Up to.
Go into turn-based mode! Just wasted a bunch of turns.
Played
Well,
it already.
Just gonna have you dash. Just run it over here as fast as you can.
Best foot
There we
forward.
go. Starian, did you dash?
Careful, I'm behind. Go.
We could light candles. Just to be annoying. Shadowheart.
What am I to do?
I don't know. What are you to do? You're to dash. And just run over here, if I will.
Got to press on.
Okay, that gets everybody where I want them to be.
I see nothing.
Soldier.
Ready and willing.
Alright, I'm trying to see if this is going to work. Come on, come on, come on. Welcome to you joining the stream. We're playing Gale Goes Forth. I do have a mod on that lets me run all the origin characters. I'm running a mod that lets me have... Only mod I'm running right now is the one that lets me take more than 4 characters in the party. Because I wanted to see this party, this 6-character party, going through chapter 1 and stuff. I might turn it off in the future, but it's just been hilarious and a real blast. It's just... They kind of sort of work together, but then they also kind of sort of don't. Okay, if I jump, I'm going to take prone damage there. Okay, so this is where, in my bonus action, I take a potion of Featherfall. Are you telling me I don't have any potions of Featherfall? Fine. We'll make a potion of Featherfall, you lazy bastards. Got them auto-cooked. Any essence. How many of these do I have? Is this acorn truffle? That's acorn truffle, so we'll use this one. Craft me an item of Featherfall. Tell me I don't have a thing of Featherfall. Liars. Probably had a scroll of it. Oh, I have scrolls of it. This was a waste. Alright, well. Does a scroll get both of us? Maybe I should do a scroll. Yeah, it got us both. Okay. But that was my turn. So I'm done.
Can't afford to stay idle.
Yes, you can, but you're just going to run up the
Time to
stairs.
waste.
This will be done.
Alright, you are going to walk up to here. Then you're going to jump. There. I think this will work. Because she should be able to get down to there. And Gale should be able to follow her. And I'm going to need a Starion too, because I don't think I have the spell.
Let me work my magic.
Actually, yes, I do. Fireball's not going to be useful here. But knock is, I think. I think. Okay. Okay.
Enough waiting. I crave blood.
Yeah, we're done. I just want you guys up closer by the door for the future. We're going to see if this works.
Hey-ho. Let's go.
Is there anything here? There's nothing here, right? No, there's nothing here. There's those things in there, but I don't want to go in there. Because they might hurt me.
What a day.
Oh, just...
What have we here?
Oh, that's what we could have done with these guys. There's stuff down there. Dash.
Quick step.
Dash again. Have you go around here and grab this stuff. Dash again. You need to keep an eye on him.
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
No, you're not. The environment does its thing. Gale, can you jump all the way over there? You can. Hello!
Adventure awaits.
But I can't jump again. Lae'zel.
Action, not reaction.
But Lae'zel can jump in front of me, because she's got a big nasty flaming sword.
One true way.
Hey. Now we gotta go back up by the other people. You'll stay close by Karlach. Keep my girlfriend safe. Oops, don't want you there. Back. Okay.
Hey, good looking.
Perception successful. Successful by Lae'zel. She found the hole in the wall, which we can't go through. Yeah, we can't go through there. But if I did this right, she can dash. For the love of God.
Onward.
Okay, Gale.
Step by step.
Okay, pick this up for me, hun. And go over here. And you, dude, you're just coming around the corner here.
Subtle steps. It's mine now. Ready or not.
No, he doesn't have any movement. Oh, no. He can do his regular dash. And just get back around here. Heading back towards Shadowheart. Okay, he's done. She's done. She's done. So we did find a way down. Combination of Featherfall and Glorious Leaping or Psionic Leaping. We don't need to do anything.
Wanna dance?
Now, if I did this right, he should be able to do a knock on the door. Right? So if I come down here,
On my way.
and I should be able to cast knock on the door. We're able to open the door. But we don't want to do that until Lae'zel goes and grabs us a flower. Dashing Lae'zel. We must get over here to the flowers.
Objective noted.
Pick one up. Oh, we can always pick that up later. Just remind me to come back and loot in the future. I don't know if this will turn off the ones upstairs, but we'll try it. Okay. She's done. Alright, we're just going to end turn. I probably should have had Shadowheart do something else. Alright, Shadowheart. Let's head back up to the stairs. Where's my dash?
I'm ready. Let's try this way.
You. Dash.
What now? One step at a time.
And then do a cunning dash. Just to get up with the rest of the group. We want Karlach in front because she's got the anti-magic shield to run in and try and stop something if it works. Okay, so go to the Sussur tree first, guys. This is something for everybody to know. If you go over by the Sussur tree in the Underdark first and grab all the blooms you can get there, there's 4 of them, I think. I ended up with 4 in my possession. And then you come back here and you have Astarion, go into turn-based mode. Astarion is a thief or whatever. Try to get him, or if you could have him even use Misty Step. He can get next to one of the turrets and the Sussur with a Sussur flower and set it down and it'll turn it off. And you can go to the next one and turn it off. And if you do that from this balcony up here, you can use Potion of Glorious Vaulting, and you'll need to use Featherfall in the future, whether it's a spell or a potion. And you can jump over to these mushrooms, jump down to these mushrooms, and jump down here to the bottom, to the basement. And you'll see why it's important to be in the basement here in just a second. I don't remember if I actually have to fight anything here in the basement. So let's go down to Gale. I probably should have Lae'zel.
Eager for battle. Quickly then.
Not enough movement. Okay, she can't even get back to the door. Alright, we're gonna just stand here. Okay. I should be able to open the door. Oh, there's traps in here, aren't there? Aren't there traps in here? I can't remember if there's traps in here. Magic of the Weave in introduction. Cry.
Onward.
Okay. Alright, looks Looks like I don't have to fight anything. So she's going to come in here. She needs to be close enough to give this to Gale.
Seek and you shall find me.
Do I have to do a check here? Combine. Okay. So, inventory for Lae'zel.
Breeds madness.
Send this to... Yeah. Go to Gale.
Lovely day this. For now.
Do this. Combine. Inventory. Grab a flower. No. Where is it? There it is. Sussur Bloom goes in there. And combine. I started everything up. Got the teleporting platform working. I find it interesting. You turn on all the power and the defenses get turned off. What kind of... And then they give you a hint that there's somebody up at the very top of the tower. Okay. So now I can pretty much get out of turn-based mode. And hook these two up. Alright, so if it did this right,
It's good to be alive.
she can go. Let's send. Where's that? Where the hell's the backpack? There it is. Let's send that back to camp. I don't think we need that anymore. Oh, I need Astarion. No keys. Okay.
Hardly a challenge.
Yes, it is. All right, girl
Let's
chat.
march. If you insist.
Okay, we got an autosave. Oh, stuff. That's right, we get stuff here.
Hello.
That's good stuff. Good stuff. Now we need to go down and around. We want to get down by Fan. Are we all in here? Descend. And descend again. And we can't descend anymore. But Gale should be able to get up here. Or I should be able to get down to him. Because there should be stairs. Where the heck are the stairs? I swear there's stairs here. There they are. Come out here. We're gonna get the band back together again, and then we'll go through the tower all together. All together now. Get down here. You're very, very rude. Map. Here we go. Hey, boss man. Okay. So, we've got a lot of stuff going on here. There's books. Soul coins a treatsy. Yeah. I think she's already told me about the soul coins. Hasn't she? Trying to zoom in on this. Because there's certain things like that I want to get. And that. Might as well take that and that.
That might be worth it.
No, it's a hole that I can't get through. If you had Misty Form, like if you had Gaseous Form, you could run over to the tree, grab a Sussur Boom, put it in your pack, come back here, go Gaseous Form, come in here, run in here, and then fire everything up. I mean, there's lots of ways to do this now that I know what's going on. I didn't think about doing the jumping. But there's parchment and there's no... Oh, there's a lost candle. I probably should be giving these to Gale, but I'll give them to him later. Hole. Oh, there's a barrel over here. Barrel and a sack. Rotten tomatoes, I guess you could throw them at people. Lessons of Sunspell Living 4. I think we've read this before. Not going to Sizzy. One, I'm not going to cities. Something folk avoid them. Marketplaces. Taverns. Their friends. Sewage. Becoming lost. Harrington Nethelin. I will take it, we can sell it. Can't pick those up to throw them at people. If you had people with giant strength potions, they could pick those up and throw them at people. Alright, I'm just trying to loot everything up here. We did the boxes. I think I did all that. Oh. I missed this. That's important, I think. Read. Those knowing about Sussur trees, their magical properties have always been a topic of debate. Not only their ability to create an anti-magic aura, which is complete enough that even those unattuned to the weave can feel its effect, but also, and most interesting to those living in the world above, the way its roots, bark, and flowers can be harnessed to make magic items. Rumors of such items are rare, but spread in settlements bordering the Underdark. Their existence, however, has never been confirmed by any of our clerics, nor by any other reputable scholars. I hypothesize that these items are no mere legends, and indeed, in a treatise, I will endeavor to explain how I myself created items that have anti-magic properties, and I use the magical absorption of Sussur tree flowers as a power source. Lines have been drawn on the following pages as if the author intended to fill them with writing, but the remainder of the thin book is blank. who was this? This was Lenora Dehurst. That's Lenora. L. Dehurst, that's Lenora. Okay, I've got to find... There's certain things I have to remember to read. Because when I go up to talk to Bernard, it's important. The guy up at the top of the tower, you have to find all the things. So take the time to look them up. And read everything. Well, we can just pick up the blue petals. I think they're worth like a gold PCPs. I could be wrong. We go over here. It's just a glowing gem, but there's barrels. Whoa. That's a lot of stuff. Mostly alchemical stuff. Elixir. She can take the healing potions. More stuff for Gale to make potions with. It's a grow up sack. Rotten tomatoes. Okay. I'm up on my soapbox. Do you see? Oh, can we zoom in on this? I'm sorry, that's hilarious. Can I? How do you take a picture? I don't know how to take a picture. Options? Is it just F12? Keybinds? F10 turns on and off the UI. No, I don't want to do that. I just want to get interface. No. Video. Oh, I don't know how to do it. I've got to figure out how to do that. Okay, well, I don't know how to do it. Somebody can leave me a note in the gameplay. I think that took a screenshot of that. We'll see. If it is, it'll be the thumbnail for the thing. I just think it's hilarious that he's up on a box and everybody else is kind of standing around with their backs turned to him. He's got his back turned to them. It's like nobody's paying any attention to anybody. Oh, shoes. Clothes. Shoes and clothes. Clothes and shoes. Alright, Karlach, I think we've gotten everything that we can get, because I don't think we can get back there. It's just there to show stuff. Okay. Does not look like we've missed anything. So up the stairs we go. Now, on my first playthrough, I vaguely remember having to actually fight somebody when I came in here. And I can't remember what it was that I did or didn't do. Oh, more stuff for Gale. Oh, there's a chest over here. Oh, pretty. Detect thoughts. Pretty necklace. Is this one worth any money? Yeah, this is the one that's worth 20. So these are the ones that you take. You got to check some of them. Some of them are worth 20 gold for 10 weight. That means they're worthwhile picking up. I kind of have a rule of thumb. If an item is worth its weight in gold or more gold than its weight, I take it and go sell it. And then I never have a shortage of gold. If you look, I've got 3,700 now. By the time I get done with this in the Goblin Camp, I will probably be going into the Githyanki Creche and going through the mountain pass. I'll be going into there with close to 5,000 gold, even with me buying stuff. It's just, you just have to be tenacious. I see way too many people in playthroughs going, oh, I don't need that, oh, I don't need that, oh, I don't need that. It's like, yeah, you don't need it, but you can sell it. Other people will buy it from you because they're not all that bright, and they will buy the ruined sword for a gold piece. The Annals of Baldur's Gate. I don't know if I've read this one. Preface: centuries ago, a young man sailed from the village of Grey Harbor, where he went, what he saw, and the deeds accomplished are simple legends today. But the wealth he returned with years later is hard fact. Ah, yes, Baldur made Grey Harbor rich. He built docks, funded businesses, raised walls. Okay, I'm going to save my voice a bit. I'm going to hold this up here for a few seconds for you to stop and read. Has been relegated to dusty history books and each man's Baldur's Gate. That name is on the lips of every traveler in Faerun. Okay. And we'll take that because we can sell it. And rotten mushrooms. And rotten cheese. And we're not interested in all that. Now, can I get all 6 of us into this little square, little circle? That is the question. Can we all get in here? I think when I was playing multiplayer with my kid, with Ace, we had problems getting everybody to get into the place. Like, everybody come in here and play. Do I have everybody in? No, see? You get that. So you have to ungroup them and, like, take the errant person that's outside and stop it. Tell them to walk in here.
Attention.
Oh, Gale's closest. He can do it. And he's got press a button. And Ace does not know about the secret button that you can get, but you have to pay attention.
Wizard's Tower is his sanctum. Private place for research and respite. But as this wizard's not home, I say we take a peek.
We're looking for some spores and stuff. Yeah. Oh, why did... Oh, because I'm so stupid. I am so very, very stupid. Let me go back down here. And turn this way. Group us together and hit the button. Dumbass. Sometimes.
New horizons.
Alright, this is going to be water. Okay, I think I need to worry about perception. We're going to go around, turn on the candles. This is water. Turn on the candles. Tongue of Madness. That's one of the ones I needed. Alright? That's one of the things I needed for Oleum. There's another one around here somewhere. Oh, light the candle. Thought I lit the candle. Trying to light the candles as I go. Oh, that's like water or something, right? Lots of water barrels. I don't want to mess with the water barrels. Do not want to make it wet. Not until I'm fighting something, anyway. Oh. Who's carrying all the clothes? I don't know. Give them to Carla. She picked up the clothes earlier in this tower. We need to turn on the lights. We must turn on all the lights. I don't think we need the bucket. I don't think anything's in the burlap sack. No. If we come over here... don't think there's anything in any of the bases. Shoes. I'll take shoes. I have a lot of things I'm going to have to mark as as wares here. There should be some Timus spores here somewhere. Check this face, right? Are they ahead of me? Did I not get a candle? Food and games have got me into this habit of wanting to light all the candles wherever I go now. I understand lighting them in the
Easy enough.
in the first ruined chapel where you find Peepaw, because it makes it easier to see them. Because the darkness messes with your attacks and you're not high enough level to compensate for it. Okay, I think I've got all the lights on this floor now. Saved from Timic spores. Alright, everybody get away from these things. Oh, Lae'zel, that's hilarious. But isn't that one of the things I need to grab? Sprouting Timus. Oh, did I not? Am I screwed up? Am I screwed? Did I have to pick them up right away? Oh, good lord. Alright, let's stand way the heck over here.
Careful, I bite.
There's a threadbare book. That's one of the books I think I need to read. I think I've messed up. There's a supply pack.
A little souvenir.
And then the threadbare book.
One with the weave.
We're gonna have to do this, Karlach?
What's cooking?
Threadbare book like it once contained a play, but most of it has been lost to time, vermin, and an unfortunate ink spill. Only 2 full sentences are distinguishable. This is important. How can I trust? How will I ever know? How can I show myself my darkest me? That's one.
Yawn.
Don't say yawn. It's important. Take the shoes then. And the broom. You're saying yawn all the time. I wonder if I've missed out on the Timic spores now. Because isn't that the other thing I need? Timic spores? Oh, they're over here. Okay, good lord. I was...
Hello.
Shovel! I should probably call Basket up, shouldn't I? Okay, now we've got to go out these doors. A couple of them, anyway. Or are they up? Is it this one? No. Isn't there another set of doors? Yeah, over here. There's a set of doors here. This is the broken balcony one. don't think there's anything in these. Rags. Shoes. Actually, Gale.
Excellent choice.
Arcane lights. How delightful.
Alright. There's one more door. It's over here.
That way.
Think that's... Yeah. It's a broken balcony. This is another one you could have come out to like Featherfall and jump down here if you come in through the hard way. But there's no reason to do that. Just so you know. So we've been through this floor. This floor. We gotta go up another floor, I think. Okay, here we go. It's the conga line. To try and get us in to be able to do the buttons. Do we have everybody? I think we do. Don't talk Shadowheart. I want to press the button. No. Did I get everybody? Hey, whoa, that worked the first time. Ace and I had a terrible time trying to get everybody on the platform. When we were running for with six people too. It was a terrible time for us to try and get through the platform. All right, let's go turn on the lights. I want everybody to know that somebody's home. I'll leave the light on for you, just like Motel 6, right? It's in the barrel. Nothing. So rude. So very rude that you don't have anything in the barrel. How about this barrel? What, I can't open that there?
For a surprise?
No. I turn on the lights. Did we already do this? Did we already go through these when we came in with Karlach? I think we did, didn't we? Yeah, we already did these. We just didn't turn on the lights. Karlach, it's very rude of you not to turn on the lights. Courtesy, always turn on everybody's lights. So they know somebody's in the house, so they don't get scared when you jump at them out of the dark. There should be some more books here. Right? There should be 2 more books that I have to find. I'm not sure where I'm going to find them. Gale.
Which way to the nearest library? No rest for the wicked, I see.
We did this one, right? Turn on the lights. Turn on the lights. Okay, we're done here. What are we going to do here? Welcome those of you that stopped into the stream. Oh, turn on the lights. Okay, go out here. Aha! Arcana failed. Starion failed. But we succeeded with most everybody else. Gale failed an Arcana check. That's his specialty. Well, Shadowheart succeeded, so Shadowheart gets to open it up.
Got to keep moving.
Scroll of Mage Armor, which I can't get now. Scroll of Mage Armor. Grab that. And then she's going to open up the Chest of the Mundane. And it looks like you get a cup, a couple cups, a spatula, and 2 plates. Now she takes all that, 2 cups, a spatula, and 2 plates, right?
This was different a moment ago.
Now you open it up. She doesn't have a cup, 2 cups, a spatula, and 2 plates. This is what she has instead. A gold ingot, a hearth light bomb, illuminates 30-foot radius, Mistress Grace, which gives you Featherfall, which is nice, Scroll of Protection from Good and Evil, which is great against aberrations, fae, fiends, elementals, and undead, and some mage armor. Now, the mage armor definitely has to go to Gale because he's got to cast that every day. I don't even think I cast that today, did I? Did I cast that for you, Gale? I don't think you even have that on, do you? No, you don't. Dumbass.
The air is ripe with magic.
Go ahead and use... Because we haven't had to use a spell yet today. Okay. Oh, I never cast this on Lae'zel? There we go. Alright. So we got the mundane chest, which actually gives you some magic items. I think we've opened up all the doors, right? Oh no, we haven't opened up those doors.
Let's go.
I don't think there's anything out this one. I think I have to go up a level to get the other books. I found the one about my darkest self. Yeah, there's nothing out here. We could all sit down on the benches. Okay, we gotta go up another level, I think. Right? Yeah, I think we gotta go up another level. Okay, up another level we must go. Here we go again. Let's see if we can get everybody in here. Looks like everybody got in. Alright, this is the ruined library. This is where you find all the books. Okay. Now, if you're really desperate for money, folks, which early in the game you might feel like you're really desperate for money, they're worth a gold piece. They weigh 4, but they're worth a gold piece. So if you've got somebody like Karlach or Lae'zel who's got a really high strength, or maybe you're a fighter with a really high strength, you can pick up like 30 of those and then you'll have 30 gold pieces. If you really want to. Just saying. My first playthrough, I actually started doing that. I can't reach that? I can't reach that, I guess. Alright, you're going to tell me I can't reach that. You know what I'm going to do? I am going to flame bolt it. Why can I not reach that? That is weird. Okay, there's nothing in the vase, I'm pretty sure. But there's candles. And there's candles. And there's one of these. And then there's more vases over here, but everybody's standing on the rocks and making it impossible for me to check the vases. No? No. But there's a big old chest here. You get these, Astarion, because that's what you do for us. That's your job on the team. Nothing on the shelf. And we get a plate. And I believe there's a cup. Goblet. But there's no books here. Why are there no books here? I thought there was a book here. Some gold. I don't see a book sitting here. Okay, they must be over here then. Let's go over here. Light the candles. According to my my kid, Ace, if you light the candles, it helps your perception or something.
Might as well.
So they claim. I don't know if it really does or not. Maybe it lowers the DC of the perception if you can see everything. So I'm lighting the candles. Someone in Larian, can you verify that that's actually true? Does lighting the candles make a difference when you calculate the DC? It would be neat if it did. Does that mean you'd have to give up, you know, part of your stealth in order to get better perception? That would make sense. Okay, there's a wooden chest here. Just got a ring, Mage's Friend, Arcana +1, Religion +1. Okay, let's take that. Inventory, do I have a ring? I don't have a second ring on. Let me put that on. For now. So I've got the Sunwalker's Gift, which lets me see in the dark. Okay, now there's books over here. I can't remember where they're all at. I think they're over here. Nothing in that one. Nothing in that one. Ah, give me a break. Nothing in that one. Pile. No. Okay, so they're over here somewhere. There we are. Roads Darkens, handwritten letter to the Grey. Oral histories of Githyanki Disc. Okay. So they're all over here. So To the Grey is home to them. We're gonna grab that. Grab this. And grab this. There's an inkpot quill. And a skull. And nothing else. Oh, engraved Githyanki Disc.
Githyanki Disc? Covered in writing, perhaps? Lae'zel might be able to decode it.
There's another one. Soul coins. There's another one that's actually the Codex. Dang it. There it is. Torn out paper. Okay. Sounds like my thunderstorms are coming through. I've been going at this. I've almost been going 2 hours and I haven't really gotten where I want to get to. We're probably just going to do the tower today. Did I do this? I checked that, right? Okay. Yeah, I checked that. Okay, so that's just about everything you need to know on this floor. I'm going to go read these things. Just trying to make sure I have all the lights on that I can have on. Stuffed hooked horror head. Fringe Philosophy 5. Okay, this is kind of an interesting Gandhian thing about Netheril. Just holding these open so you can pause them and read them yourself. I'm not reading them out loud. That is something I would like to know of people when I'm doing these games. Do you want me to read everything every time I'm doing them? I did do a lot of the reading the first time through until I got near the end of the game, and I said, okay, this is getting a little bit much on my voice, and I started doing the same thing. People seem to be okay with it. I am going to try to do a playthrough where I'm doing the Jack of all trades thing, where I'm going to try and get just level 1 of everything to see how it goes. That one I'm probably going to stream when I do it. I've done a little bit of testing on it. I'm doing testing on the low levels to kind of see what I think the best low level thing might be. Oh, there's more. Did I not check these rows? Oh, there's all sorts of stuff here. On Death and Resurrection, Magic of the Weave, Blindness, and... oh, a Scroll of Haste. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Row of books. That's Scroll of Detect Thoughts. Don't really care. And the Annals of Baldur's Gate. Okay, that's just money. That's just money. That's money, 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 money. All right, now we need to read these books. Are they under scrolls? Or are they... Oh, God. No. Oh, God, no. Oh, they don't have them in here as books. Where are they? Huh. Well. That's rude. Common, I guess. Alright, sort by type. Just sort by type. I'll find all the books. Okay, this is... Oh, I know what I should do. Sort by latest. That put them near the top, right? So that's the Annals of Baldur's Gate. We've read that before, right? Yeah, a young man sailed from the village of Grey Harbor. We read that earlier. Scroll of Haste. On Death and Resurrection. Value. Of what value is a life? Far too da 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 da. And then I can save that. And you can read that. And hopefully that's enough time for you to pause it and read it. This is Magic of the Weave. We've looked at this before. 2, 3, and there you go. Okay, that's all about the weave. Fringe philosophy we've already done. Torn out paper. So we want to look at the torn out paper. Writing this torn surface is shaky and blotted with tears, making it barely legible. The silence stretches on. I'm all alone. Please, can I hold your hands for just a little while? That's the first one you should do when you get upstairs. Careful art of Sussur ciphers. This is something Gale would want to learn. An engraved disc of Githyanki origin containing a complex cipher that can decrypt ancient Gith dialects. A useful discovery if one should encounter such archaic writings. Which I have done. And now I should be able to read this.
The disc appears in your mind's eye. Lae'zel sees it too, and considers the vision.
Oh, she's with you.
Markings. Ancient. I recognize them, but I can't make sense of... No. Wait.
Oh, cool.
The texts are enciphered, but I've solved the pattern. It's a story. About Orpheus.
Uh-oh.
Your head buzzes in concert with Lae'zel's, but it hardly matters. Even without the connection, you'd recognize her discomfort.
Okay, this is Gale, right?
Githyanki writing. Every word a wheel. Every letter a spoke. The most powerful texts are engraved in slate. Some so ancient, only the most erudite Gish can read them.
You look uneasy. Are you all right?
I am fine. The slate is not. This text is heresy. I can hardly bear to read it, let alone speak it.
Tell me what it says.
Very well. I will read it to you.
I'm a wizard, girl. I want to know everything.
The Prince of the Comet, Part 1.
Oh, found Part 1. Where's Part 2?
So it was that we were free from Gaich shackles and turned our blades on each other. The heavens were shattered, and one great empire was divided in two. Gith traveled to the Hells to broker help for her people, her cause. Vlaakith would have you believe Mother Gith proclaimed her our queen. Lies.
Uh-oh. I clicked off my screen, sorry.
Against the mother's wishes. But Gith had nurtured a son, Orpheus, Prince of the Comet, the true heir. He knew Vlaakith's treachery.
I hope that's loud enough that you guys can hear her.
And declared the throne for himself. The War of the Comet had begun. Disregard this drivel. Gith declared Vlaakith queen of the Empire, and her own son defied her. Orpheus would have ceded control to the Geich.
And if it's true, it sounds like Vlaakith betrayed Gith and seized the throne.
She did nothing of the sort. Thank your good fortunes I'm a tolerant woman, or I'd have sliced off a few toes for suggesting it.
You wouldn't have made it, dear. Alright, we don't need to be talking about that here. Okay, so that's that. Turn out paper. Wasn't there handwritten letter? Did we read that one? Yeah, that was the one. I'm not sure I should say this, but your last letter really worried me. Why in all hells would you tame Opalette? Just because you found it near Myrna's grave doesn't mean that that's a sign. I'm really worried about you, Lenhora. Opalette is not a pet. Using it as a guardian is one thing, but you sound quite taken by it. I know you don't want to come back before you finish your research, but if you're feeling lonely, you know, my door is always open. Lots of love and hugs, Emerith. Yes, it really warms my heart to hear that you put the autochronous flowers on Myrna's grave. I remember she liked to roll around in them, even though she'd always sneeze after. She was such a soft, loyal dog. I wish there was more I could do. We could raise it from the dead. Okay, that was a letter from Roads to Darkness. This is the one you don't want to say. An epic tragedy about power, corruption, and loneliness. A lonely road, thunder and lightning enter Soreth. New sounds dampen dark oppression. It is the foe that foul, contemptuous heel, or art thou friend? Okay. New sounds through damp and dark oppression bring. Is it the foe that foul, contemptuous heel, or art thou friend, a rescue from my lonely wake? Come out of love of me, not love for blood and steel. That's one of the lines, I think. How would I know? How would I know, Soreth? It's been so long. What do I know of you and of me? Wait, do you hear that sound? Enter Amphius. What's this? Those figures so familiar, but still you seem so strange. It's Amphius. Dear Amphius, what happened to your face? It's pale as death. Your eyes are black as char. And you, I saw your teeth. They're sharp as blades. And what is with this road? So slick with blood. What happened here? What happened to us all? Then prologue. 10 years prior. The rest of the play tells of the tale of 3 elven friends, their paths to power, and how, corrupted, mad, and lonely, they killed each other. Okay. Thunder and lightning. Is it the foe that foul contemptuous heel? Or art thou, friend, a rescue from my lonely wake? Come out of love for me, not love for blood and steel. I think that's one of the lines I'm supposed to know. This is why you have to read all the books, because I can't remember which one's which. This is the normal Mind Flayer thing. 2, 3, 4, 5. You guys can pause there and read that. And then you can pause here and read this. Like I said, when I get my voice together and whatever, I am going to do a playthrough where I'm going to play for the Jack of all trade things. I think I'm going to call the character the Librarian. Probably be like a half-elf or something mundane. And not going to have great stats all over the board. Probably the highest stat will be Charisma, maybe. I might have a 16 Charisma. Otherwise, it might be just like 3 14s. Because I know you can raise... Lump's Crown gives you a 17 Intelligence. There's Bracers that give you an 18 Dexterity. You can always drink Hill Giant and or Cloud Giant potions for Strength. So you can get your Strength above. So you can leave that at 10. The only thing you can't raise is that I haven't found a magic item that raises your Constitution, and I haven't found a thing that raises your Wisdom or your Charisma. There's things that give you bonuses to those die rolls, but doesn't actually raise the stat. So I was thinking those 3 need to be 14. And then because early on you need to have a few stat checks, possibly your dexterity at 12 just to give you an extra hit, an extra 1 on the AC, and maybe your intelligence at 12 to give you a +1 for odds and ends that you have to do early in the game. You're never going to get a feat doing that. So everything has to be based on items that you're going to get and getting the anti-ethel thing right, so you can get the +2 to a stat there. And that's where I thought you could, if you had a 14 charisma, 14 wisdom, and a 14 con, if you can get that thing to work and you can get the plus, is it +1 or +2? I think it's only plus, I thought it was +2. If it's +2, then you can give it to your charisma. But it's based off the movies, The Librarian. To the Gray. I don't think we need... I understand, meant to rule but led astray, by wicked tentacle and wicked hand, this world belongs to the Gray. Orundel stall we had, you taught the weapons by which to slay. Forge your minds to ironclad, this world belongs to the Gray. The exile freed us with his command to conquer what was taken away, crush every monument to finest sand. This world belongs to the Gray. Trade your heart for steel intent, for with whip in mind we flay. Let them all hear of our descent. The world is nothing but Gray. Not good. I think I'm missing one. I'm definitely missing a Githyanki Disc I should have found by now. Oh, crap. And I think I've only found 2 of the things to say to him. There's supposed to be 3 down here. Where did I miss stuff? Oh, dang it. I can swear I'm supposed to find another book here. I think I've already been in that chest. I could have sworn it was supposed to be on here. Oh, I could have sworn it was over here. Is it over there? I don't remember. No, I don't remember where it is, but we found another. There should be another one to find here. No? Huh. I think I'm missing something. Silver glass? Okay. Oh, I took... I can lay down in the bed. Hey, Kyle, you want to come over and lay down in the bed with me? It's not it. What am I missing? There's a button.
I can feel the collar stirring in my pack. Something must be triggering the rune's magic.
Yeah, I can take Tiger Mist. I don't think I have all the statements. I know that there's another... Is there 2 more floors up? Okay. I think I missed a book. Because I should have another Githyanki Disc, too. You usually find part 2 here as well. Did I miss something downstairs? I think I missed something downstairs. So we're gonna go back here. Come on. See if I go up.
New sounds to dampen dark oppression break. Is it the foe? That foul, contemptuous heel?
You know these words. They are from the opening stanza of a play you found in this very tower.
Or art thou friend to rescue from my lonely wake?
Come out of love for me, not love for blood and steel. Command as you see fit, my lord, my liege.
Okay. We'll talk to him in a minute. There's another one I need to find. It's over here. Since sheets are all that's left of you, the last of the thoughtless gifts you gave, I will hold on to them as all I can do. I don't throw them for I've never been that brave. Machinery, ink pot. Can we light the candles? So I'm allowed to go around by passing that first one. You're allowed to walk around. I think that that's the other passage I need. Okay. Oh, there's broken machinery here. Tend to let me take the broken machinery. Now you could try to fight these guys and get some experience points, but there's really no point. They aren't worth that much. And he doesn't have the greatest... I mean, he has an interesting weapon, but it's not worth it to me. There's rope up there. Rope is worth money. Oh, more broken machinery on the shelves. I want to get all the broken machinery first. Now, I'm not sure I can go back to camp here. Looks like I could go back to camp. So I could send Karlach back because these things... are a construct. Are made instead of born. Others are imbued with sentience. Guardian of the Enchanted Tower. I mean, their level 5's like level me, but look at him. He's resistant to like everything. Even lightning. Psychic. Poison. Fire. But the only thing you can do is try to throw cold on him. You know, cold rays and stuff. And radiant. Radiant will do fine. But, I mean, you don't have a lot of attack options here. Okay. In case this goes wrong, we're going to quick save. If I did this right,
up for debate?
Command as you see fit, my lord, my liege.
oh god, which one's the one you're not supposed to tell them? The sign stretches on. I'm all alone. Please, can I hold your hands for just a while?
Of course, my love. Don't be afraid, sweet girl. What can I do? Sorry. Would you like a hug?
Sure.
Come here.
Just so that everybody that hasn't seen it before.
His arms are too tight and too low for a comfortable hug, as if he's meant to be embracing someone slightly shorter.
Remember, you are loved, little, so much.
Yeah, it's good over there.
And everyone will be so proud of you.
Yeah.
As I already am.
Okay. That's PF5 here. I've got 2 left, and I can't remember which one's which. And I don't want to do the fight before I get the other one, because the other one gives me a ring that gets me to the basement, which is what I really want. Let's try this again.
Come on, as if you fit, my lord, my liege.
How can I trust? How will I ever know? How can I show myself my deepest, darkest me?
If you do not your deepest secret show, reveal the truth. Do what you wish to see.
Yes, that's what you want. You want the ring. Okay. Alright, PF5. I got the ring. And then the last one, I think, just...
Come on, as if you fit.
There's actually one more you're supposed to find that will actually trigger a battle. The last of all Thitless Gifts. Who are you?
An unbeknownst command that I cannot fulfill.
What is this place?
An unbeknownst command that I cannot fulfill.
Okay, I think this gets me into fighting.
I will hold on to them. It's all that I can do. I can't throw them away. I've never been that brave.
I got something else. Did I get something else? I don't think he actually gave me anything. But I've got the ring. And that's the important part. Because then, and this is the part that Ace didn't know about. If we all go stand on the platform. Lae'zel, get on the platform. Good girl. I think we're all on the platform. And we go descend. And we go descend. And you go descend. And you would think you're near the bottom. Oh, I have to have the ring on.
Well.
See?
This ring is yielding secrets.
And you go down. And you get into the basement! The true basement. Not that there's a lot. I think this might be where you find another Githyanki Disc, maybe. I'm not finding stuff. There's a gilded chest up there. Oh yeah, there's stuff over here. Timisk spores. See, and you can actually click to the top floor. Where's the top floor? Oh, bloody heck. interesting. You can go to top floor or just ascend. From the basement, you can go directly to the top floor. Isn't that neat? So if you like wanted to come down here and do stuff, and then you want to go fight them, you can go up and do that directly. You don't have to go through all the steps. Up here was a bunch of stuff. Staff of Arcane Blessing. Tongue of Madness. Excavation of Enclave Nahul. Nahuth. Then there's a gilded chest over here. Which has got a ring of... Where can't be electrocuted. So that's a nice thing. Another haste scroll. Giving you a hint on what you're going to need here in the near future. Folks, you're going to need haste. Scroll of Cloud of Daggers. Sleep. Notes from a Soothsayer. We'll go to the books in a minute. Is this one of the ones that's worth money? No, this is one of the ones that's not worth money, so leave it alone. Fringe Philosophy number 5. We've been through Fringe Philosophies before. Alright, I need to get over here. Round flask. They're worth like a gold piece. Someday I'll find a use for them. Has anybody ever found a mod that makes rope useful for anything? If you do, leave me comments. Let me know in the chat if you're here. Because I would really, if they don't have one, I want to make one. Metal door. Does this take me out to the basement floor with the generator? I think? Yes. It takes you out to this spot in the Arcane Tower. Where you can go up here and it's blocked in. See? There's nothing actually up here. Except a lever. You can go up here to the lever. And now you don't need to use the thing anymore. So you can get in there either way. So it's kind of neat. I don't know if the automations are run by magic. I suppose we could find out. Should we do that before we leave? We're at 2 hours and 23 minutes. So I've done the tower pretty much. My next thing is to go back and finish off the goblins, I think. And, well, I could go do the Kuatoa. But I'm thinking... with us 3,000 away from gaining a level, essentially. Maybe a little bit more for Lae'zel. 3387, 3502. Do not want to take Karlach out, but 3497. Don't want to take her out. These will both be 3033. So the boys all need 3033. Shadowheart will pop up first. She needs 60 less. Lae'zel will pop up after because she's going to need 70 more. And Karlach and Shadowheart will pop up before the boys in experience points. Okay. And if I have to take a long rest in between, got to make sure the girls stay. I want Lae'zel to be one of the ones that gets removed because I can get her experience points up by removing her and bringing her into the party. Do you want to see how to do that? Pretty sure it happens just if you dismiss her. So I can go do that. But we're doing pretty good. She's got the Sword of... Oh, that's one of the things that I've been thinking about. I'm not so sure that Lae'zel shouldn't have the Sword of Tyr, Sword of Justice, because she could use Tyr's protection, and Karlach likes to go enraged, and she can't concentrate on a spell when she does that. So she could just use the Flaming Sword all the time, and Lae'zel could like use the sword and then put up the Shield of Faith and have even better armor class. So I think I'm going to swap their swords. I mean, there's only a 1 point difference in damage, but now when she puts up the Shield of Faith, it'll stay up until whenever. And when she goes berserk, she just goes berserk and beats on people. She has the Ring of Flinging and an extra 10 movement of speed. She has on extra acid damage. Oh, I need to keep that one on because I can't see. Arcana +1, Religion +1. I could give that to Shadowheart. Shadowheart doesn't have any rings. I gotta go through my inventory and figure out who's got what. He's got the color spray. Yeah, I definitely have to go through my inventory offline because this is getting ridiculous. But we found a new way to get into the tower and take care of things. And get in there without having to actually fight the turrets. Ace and I fought the turrets. And I was always wondering if there wasn't a way to get around it. Now I know. You have to go to the Sussur tree first, get those blooms, and then you can turn off the things and then jump down using Featherfall and stuff. So, cool. New thing that we found out how to do. I don't think it's really worth it to go fight Bernard and company. Oh, that's what we were going to do. We were going to go back to camp because we want to go test this. Right? Oh, we don't need to go back to camp. There's another bloom downstairs. I can test it with that. I'm so stupid. I'm so stupid. I'm so stupid. Go back. Get me out of here. Well, let's do this. Let's get Lae'zel caught up to us. Where's Lae'zel? Okay, Lae'zel, where are you? It's nothing on you. This is game mechanics.
Speak.
Yes. Come on, come on. Speak. Wait for me in
Are
camp.
you sure that's the best course of action?
Yes, it is. Just do it. Stay in camp for a second.
Confirmed. Until then, I remain at the ready.
Okay. Now, Lae'zel.
Speak.
This is game mechanics. I wanted to show you guys this. I'd like you to join me.
It is done.
Right? She's that. Experience points. Now, oh, of course, we have to move her up to be one of the top 4. Now, if you go into the experience... no, we can do it here. See, I need 3003. She needs 3003. 3033. 3033. That's because I got an inspiration in there. When these guys drop out, when we rest, I have them be removed. When I do a long rest, I have them go down, and then they come up, and they will always be at the same experience points as Gale. And these two lovely ladies, Karlach and Shadowheart, have gotten more inspiration points than I have as Gale. So they are even further along to getting to their next level. So we're trying to make sure everybody stays either ahead of Gale or even with Gale. And Lae'zel was behind. So by dismissing her and bringing her back in the party, she matches up to my experience points. That is just a game mechanic that they have. It's something they have to do because you might leave someone in camp for like 2 whole levels. Like you might not be bringing Wyll along. You might be bringing, in a 4-player party, you might have Astarion, Gale, Shadowheart, and, you know, say you're playing Karlach. So you got a fighter, a magic user, a cleric, and a rogue. Well, poor Wyll and Lae'zel haven't gotten any experience points, but then you have a storyline where you have to bring Wyll along or Lae'zel. When you go grab them, they'll still be, 2 levels behind you or something. So they give you the experience points of the leader of the band, so they can at least be his level or her level, which is kind of nice. But it does let you do this little shenanigan that I just did to make sure that if somebody's falling behind, you can get them caught back up. So that's just something to be aware of. But I don't need to. We do have another Sussur flower to go get. Oh, come on, load me back up. Let's go get the Sussur flower. Then we'll go down in the basement. We'll go to the top floor and see what happens. I've got on my rings. I need to go this way. No, I don't need to be hiding, dummy.
Certainly.
We need to go get the flower. Not you. I have somebody who doesn't do any magic go get the flower.
What's this?
Lots of fun, that's what this is. And we had to loot down here anyway, because I haven't looted anything.
I'll just help myself.
That might be worth a look.
Okay, we finally got a survival roll to go on. Do this. Gale, dig up the mound. God dang. Dig up the mound. All look pretty glowing. I can't see anything. Scroll of Glyph of Warding, that's good. Alright, that's all stuff I can use. Because that's something I can learn if I ever get a couple levels. Which is not going well for me to get levels here.
Interesting.
Okay. Bullywug Trumpet. One of these things. Blue cap. Oh no, I don't want you to get into blue cap. You don't have a supply pack.
I could
Carla.
go for a good meal.
Why can't she grab the blue cap? Dang it.
Gimme. Let's ride.
Okay, so I think we've looted all of the things now. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything else out here. Okay, there's no more Sussur blooms. We've got the 2. So we've got 1 on Asterion. There's a couple outside that we have to go pick up on our way out. We'll give them back into a pouch. Go send them back to camp. Used to be that if you had them sealed in a pouch or a backpack, that they wouldn't anti-magic you. But now they do. Oh, we wanted to go downstairs. I'm not sure if it's going to work. Maybe it's going to stop the thing from working. I hadn't thought about that. That would be interesting. Let's go find out, shall we? Let's go find out. Well, this isn't where I want to be. That is not where I want to be. Bloody heck. Where is the door? It's over here. Ah! Why are you being such a pissant? pretty sure I have everything in here. It says you can't cast spells, but is it the machinery still able to do it? Do its thing? Oh. We missed some books. I swear I'm supposed to have a second disc. A second Githyanki Disc. Because Ace and I found 2. Where did we find the other disc? Alright, we're gonna click on top floor. Do we go straight up to Bernard? We do. Alright, ungroup. PF5. In case this starts a fight. No, not you.
Keep your distance, darling. Shall we?
Is he magical? Unless it is a construct over there. So he's not magical in nature. Right? Oh, it incapacitates those things. Oh my goodness. The only thing it won't incapacitate Bernard, but it will incapacitate all the others. So you could bring the Sussur flowers and just have, like, since we're on friendly terms, you could have Astarion just go up here, drop a Sussur flower. Right? Go up here, drop a Sussur flower. Go over here, drop a Sussur flower. And go up here. There's another guy up here somewhere. Go up here and drop a Sussur flower. And those 4 guys would not be able to do anything. They'd be incapacitated. And you could just take out Bernard. And just have to concentrate on him. How very dreadfully interesting that you could do that. I'm not going to do that right now because I'm getting near the end of my stream time.
Yes, please.
But the Sussur flower won't mess with Bernard. Okay, well, come on back on here. And let's do the basement. No, we want to descend. And descend. And then go back up to Gale.
You have my attention.
What the hell? There we go. Alright, we want to descend twice. We meet up with Astarion. And we want to go out this way. We want to go this way. So those are very useful for things.
Watch your back.
Come on, get down here. They're back on, but they won't fight you now because you're friendly.
Your desire? What have we here?
We've already done that, right?
Quite.
It's another shovel. Many, many shovels. Oh, there's a bronze ingot.
I'd love to, thanks. Nice.
Yeah, I missed that. Is it a campfire? Turn on the campfire? Don't need a bucket. I don't think we need anything here.
There we go.
What is this? A glowing bulb. I remember having to fight things in here, but for some reason I don't have to do that anymore. So I must be doing something in a different order or sequence to not have to fight things, I guess. Alright, you dude, you need to open up this pouch and stuff them in there. And then we're gonna send that back to camp. Because it's getting in the way of us doing stuff. Alright, we're here in the Underdark. I believe we've already cleaned out. I'm going to quick save just in case I didn't. So journal-wise, we can go back to him. And then we're going to go do this. We're going to go finish off the goblins. That's what we're going to do next time. So we're going to go back to the Myconids for a short period of time. Talk to Emilium, do that cutscene next time that we do Gale goes forth. And then we will go and finish off the goblins. So we got the Arcane Tower done. We found a new way to do it. I need to show Ace how to do that now. They're going to be so happy that they don't have to figure out a way to beat those things. It's like, just go do the Sussur tree first, grab all the blooms, drop a couple by each turret. You can take one with you and take somebody that's got knock, or you take Asterion so you can pick the lock. And you just jump down with Featherfall and Glorious Leaping. And you can jump all the way down and turn it on. And then you don't have to fight everything. Which is kind of neat. Although I swear we missed a disc. I thought you found part 1 and part 2 in here. And I don't remember seeing it. I'm going to check in the wiki, and if I missed one, then we're going to go back in there next time and find the second disc. Because you're supposed to have there's 3 parts, part 1, 2, and 3. And I know part 3 you don't find for a while. I don't think you even find it in the Underdark. I think you find it in Act 2 or Act 3? I don't know. I'm really confused as to where all those discs are. So I'm going to go find out where those the Orpheus discs are to make sure I don't miss them. Because I really like that storyline. I want that storyline to progress. So, yeah, I'm going to cheat and go look for them again. Because I don't remember where they're all at off the top of my head. And I really want that to happen. First time playthrough, I stumbled across them. I found part 2 before I found part 1. And after I found part 2 and part 1 and had them read to me, then I found the ciphers. And then I was like, huh, okay, well, how interesting. So, and then I found part 3 you find much later. But I'm going to go find out when those are. Anyway, if you like what you're seeing, this is going to be up on YouTube as a video. I will chapter mark some of the bits and pieces in here. This is almost exclusively just going through the tower and trying to figure out where everything is and make sure I read all the right phrases. And then getting into the basement and taking a bunch of stuff down there because there's some good stuff down there for 5th levels. Anyway, yeah, if you like what you see, please hit the thumbs up button. Please leave me comments on the playthrough. After the fact, helps the algorithm get this pushed out to more people. If you can, if you haven't done it already, please subscribe. I'm trying to get to 500 before the end of the summer. I'm at about 340 something right now, so got a ways to go yet. Would really like to kind of hit that milestone. Hopefully I'm entertaining you people enough. Watching some old guy play video games. There should be a link in the comment section to my my server, which is called Dren608 Plays. It's there basically for you guys to give me feedback on what you'd like to see me put on the channel. That's what it's really there for. And maybe give me hints offline so not everybody knows it, but I find out about it, and then I can show people online how to do something. Like if somebody had known about this whole, well, put the Sussur flowers down and then do jumping to get down and turn the machinery on, then I would, just say, okay, I got this message, I'm going to try this. And in my case, I just was looking at it and I went, I wonder if those things, because they're magical construct type things, fueled by magic or something. I was like, will this work? And it worked. And it even actually turns off the lesser constructs upstairs. So if you really wanted to fight Bernard and get his weapon, you could disable the other ones. They become incapacitated. Then you can take out Bernard and then take them out one at a time just for the experience points if that's what you want to do. I don't think I'm going to do that right now. I might come back and do that just to leave things tidy, but I see no reason not to just leave them guarding the tower. Right? Okay. I think that's everything for right now. I do have other streams going on. Saturdays I'm doing a fan pick. This was a pick by Ace because they were having trouble playing multiplayer with me, scheduling it with me and stuff, just like today. And so I said, well, what about, what should I do? I was talking about different classes to try and whatnot. And they just told me, nope, play an origin character. And then when I said, well, okay, well, Wyll or Gale, or maybe I should go with Carlite. And she said, no, play Gale. And I was like, huh, okay. You know something I don't know? I don't know. So I'm playing Gale. I haven't seen any streams of playing the origin character, Gale. So maybe this is a nice novel thing for everybody that you can see his storyline progressing from the tab point of view. Anyway. So, and then Saturdays we do, this was a fan pick on Saturday and a fan pick on Wednesday. Wednesday was Knights of the Old Republic. So an old Star Wars title. I'm doing very badly in it. Struggling to get through the combats. The role-playing parts, I'm not doing too badly. I messed up one already. One of the companions, I've kind of shut down their storyline by picking the wrong selection. When I was given choices, it's like, well, he doesn't want to be bothered. I guess he doesn't want to talk to me anymore, so I'll just say, okay, I'll leave you alone. And I guess that particular version of leave you alone actually tells him, fine, I don't want to ever talk to you again. So I can't finish his storyline, whatever it was. But he'll still run around with me and help me, so not too awful worried about it. Saturdays was a fan pick for me to play a Baldur's Gate 3, but play a monk, and I have to play the Drunken subclass. Drunken Master subclass. So that's what I'm doing. it's a hoot. Because whenever he does his special maneuvers, he does the drunken swaying back and forth, and it's hilarious. But I'm trying to do that one. Right now, I haven't put any mods in for that one. And then, like I said, I'm tinkering around with the idea of starting up another stream, maybe when this one ends, or when the monk ends, or somebody tells me that they really, really, really want to see it, and I'll start streaming it too. But I'm going to do Baldur's Gate 3 and try to get the Jack of all trades. So you only get level 1 in every one of the 12 basic classes. And it sounds like a real challenging thing to do because you're going to have to remember to use scrolls, potions, magic items, you know, not wands, but specifically weapons, maybe a specific kind of armor that will help you get through it, and so on, and cloaks, and anything else you can find, okay? So, yeah. There's a lot to be going on here. So that one's going to be a real interesting one to play out, and that one I think I'm just going to call the Librarian, and that's the one that I'm going to read every book or letter. Might not be able to take every one of them, but I will read them as I go along out loud so that you will have a recording of all the readings. And I'll try to do it in halfway decent voicing. I'm not a voice actor. I'm not even close, but at least I'll try to give you a good, healthy reading of each book. So it's not just like, oh, you know, I try to give it some inflection or whatever and talk about it a little bit with each one that I read. Okay? So anyway, that's all in the future. There'll be some other episodic content coming out. There'll be some more polls. So if you do subscribe, I would hit that notify button so that you can participate in the polls about what's going to come up on the channel next. And the format it'll use, whether it'll be like a series of individual videos or if it'll be streaming or what. All right? All right. I'm Dren608. Until we meet again, stay safe and bye-bye.